remind us where we left off. And would everybody like to get in the Discord or in the Roll20, please?
I'm getting in. I'm not
So-
late yet.
Oh, I guess I didn't hit launch. I was logged into to Roll20, but not actually launched. So basically, last time we had some final preparation for werewolf time, and we had some werewolf time, or was that previous time? Either way, werewolf time finally happened, and that was special, and it's going to be complicated in the future, but we'll deal with that. And then we finally made the journey to Pert's hometown, and despite the rather drier territory we had to cross, nothing vitally important really happened in the meantime. So with reasonable certainty, we approached the city, and unfortunately, despite all of our best efforts, the magics that protects the city ended up driving the party into 3 groups. One group being Pert by himself, wandering aimlessly looking for shiny things. A second group being the unfortunately repelled...
Shiny things.
What?
Never mind.
Okay. The unfortunately repelled people who couldn't proceed into the city and thus have decided to camp out at a random farm field 20 kilometers outside of town. Hopefully nothing happens to them. And the final group heading into the town to try to meet up with Pert and find the lost Paladin of Palor, I believe it would be.
Not lost, they're just busy.
Well, the Paladin of Palor that we want to find.
In the abstract, Rizwan is incredibly flattered that you think she can sprint flat out for 20 kilometers before she collapses.
So it's probably more like 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's half a marathon.
And I just realized that we split the party.
Oh, yeah.
You
And
have to split the party.
You
In a way-
triple split the party.
In a way, like, one of 2 of them might have content, and I don't know how to invent content for the third one.
Well, your content is basically coming out going, no, no, no.
But it smells good.
But yes.
What if yes? Have you think about yes?
I have
Oh,
Fire, a mushroom vendor approaches you with the neatest looking spores.
Oh god, Camille and Fire are gonna be by themselves today.
Mm-mm. Wobbling, Kamel would probably leave fire. It's like, you're an adult. You figured it out yourself, bud.
Yeah,
Well-
splitting the party even further.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's about what happened last week. I can't believe the werewolf stuff was last week.
Mhm.
Seems like a long time ago.
Mhm.
But yeah, let's jump back into it. So Pert, since you have to leave soon, once you get into the city, what are you doing?
My initial plan was to look for the wrong priestess because I got confused and thought we were looking for the cleric of the voodoo god, not the paladin of Palor. So I'm going to look confused and disorientated for a second before realizing, oh right, this person in this city, not that person in that city. And then I'm going to go try finding out whether or not the paladin of Palor is still around from my previous memories. Because I had known about them in the past, so they shouldn't be impossible to find.
You didn't. When did you leave Marielda?
Oh gosh, before I started my apprenticeship.
Okay, so you probably don't really know anything about them. They haven't been there long enough that you would have remembered them as a kid.
In other words, they were probably mentioned in a letter from my sister or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's one of those, well, she mentioned this person coming to town. Yeah. I guess I could go talk to my sister for more information.
Yeah, you can do that.
Cool. Oh boy.
Do you remember where home is?
Yes.
All right, so you enter the city gates, look lost for a second, remember where you're supposed to be going, and walk off down a side street towards your family home, just leaving the others.
I also leave a copper coin on each of the 3 statues.
All right. I guess that's a thing now.
Or I guess a silver coin since I don't have any copper.
Sure. All right. So about 15 or 20 minutes later, Camille and Fire, you walk through the city gates. And you don't see Pert.
Bad. Bad.
Fire, he's not going to hear you. He's long gone.
But why if he does hear me? Huh? Who
Then
will
you'd be
be the
the
fool? Who will be the fool then?
Camille just keeps walking down the road.
Sure.
I go with you, screaming. Bad.
I walk faster.
Faster.
You do get a few odd looks. I talked about the statues last week, if you guys remember.
Yes.
But walking past them and like actually into the city, it is so effing crowded in here. Like Fire, you can't walk 2 steps without accidentally brushing shoulders with somebody or just walking into somebody. You've never seen this many people in one place in your life. And you do get some stares, especially since you're shouting for somebody. But a lot of people just seem to ignore you. And there's people of all races here. Some that you see are like kind of fancily dressed, some not so much. There's a few horse-drawn carriages going through the middle, but like down the middle of the street. And you guys are kind of having to stay to the sides. And down this main, sort of what looks to be like a main street, there's all of these shops that line the corridor, and they don't have doors. Like, they just look open. A lot of them have like colorful drapes or tapestries or something out front, kind of half shielding them.
Almost like permanent stalls instead.
Yeah.
I come from a port city, so I'm used to giant trading markets. So I'm just like, yeah, okay, sure, let's keep going.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people here.
Yeah, you look into like one of the stalls, and it looks like somebody's serving up food. And you look down another one, and you see a bookshop.
Is this city bigger than Carcamont's main city, or is it?
Yes, it's bigger.
Okay.
Marielda is huge.
So there might even be people from Carcamont here doing trading as well, just 'cause
Oh,
it's
probably somewhere.
big of a city. Okay.
Maybe we can give it a look-see to the market on the way back.
Uh-huh.
All right, you two just keep going down the main drag, and eventually this corridor, you're like being herded down by the crowd, kind of opens up into this giant square where these 4 humongous buildings stand. The 2 sort of nearest you are the tallest. These pale stone buildings are almost mirrors of each other, with many sections and layers that each come to sharp points at the top. And there's one giant spire that towers above everything else. Past them on the other side of the square, there's 2 more large buildings that stand out. One's very similar to the others on this side, but without that giant spire. And the other one's like a lot more wide, less tall, but it's a similar sort of architecture.
Are one of these are 2 of these the temples, or?
What do they say? I said right. make a perception check.
Okay.
Sort of looking at the buildings, the two buildings on the right, because the guard you asked said it's the one on the right. The building that's nearest to you has the symbol of a blazing sun, which you know is the symbol of Pelor. The building on the left, you see, has a sun being eclipsed by a crescent moon, which you would also know to be the symbol of Foltus.
What is Fultus?
Are you asking the DM?
Yes.
I'll just give this to you because we've talked about this many sessions ago. Foltus and Pelor are the two gods that are worshipped here.
Mm-hmm.
It was also one of the statues that was
I think it was
at
more
the front.
Fultus's domain.
Oh, Foltus
Yes.
is the god of light and law.
Oh.
He's the god of law, basically.
As opposed to Pelor, which is a god of fire.
Healing. The
Yeah.
sun and healing. They have a lot of overlap in those domains.
Yeah, I mean, fair. What was the paladin's name again? I didn't write it down.
Did you ever learn it?
You did say it. It was
Oh, Anik.
Yeah.
Annik.
okay. I'm gonna go up to the Temple of Pelor.
All right. So you go up and you pass through the giant stone doors that somebody has already opened and is walking out through, and you enter into this beautiful sort of stone cathedral-like building with all of the light shining through all of these high windows. And there's a few people milling about, but it's pretty empty. And there's a woman in white robes who's sort of standing near the door, and she comes over to you when you walk through. Welcome, friends. May I assist you with anything?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I step on his foot.
What can I help you with?
I was looking to meet with Anik. I have need of their help.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but it's urgent.
What is an appointment?
Fire? Not now.
Well, if you want to have a meeting with the paladin, you're going to have an appointment.
It's very, very important. I apologize. I understand that they're busy.
Where,
Yes,
where
they are
can-
very busy.
where can we find one?
Fire, please. Not now.
An appointment?
Yes.
He's from the forest. He does not get cities.
Oh, that's all
apparently
right.
nice cities.
We get all sorts here.
I've come a very long way, and I'm a... What's the best term I could use? A kindred spirit to the paladin, and I require their help.
Well, I would be happy to make you an appointment if you have the official credentials, but the paladin is very busy, you understand.
What kind of credentials are we talking?
Somebody in the city who could vouch for your business?
This is regarding someone who's in desperate need of the paladin's expertise in healing, and could...
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that you were looking for healing. You'll want to go to the hospital just across the street.
More in the realm of curses.
Excuse me?
I'm a paladin.
Ye- okay.
I need their help. People might die.
Look, if you want a meeting for the purposes of healing, you're gonna have to go through the hospital. If it's business related, then I
let my
can
eyes
try and get
glare.
you in a... Yeah, make a intimidation check. Sir, I'm sorry, I really... And she's like looking around like,
Please. I'm desperate.
I'm... Look,
Just
I'll,
to, you,
I'll go. I'll go see what I can do.
Thank you.
But I can't promise anything. And she walks away. Very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the back, and you guys are just standing in a cathedral.
He waits. Sort
Alright.
of at soldier's rest.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Fire, what are you doing?
I was about to say something and try to be the nice guy, but she said okay, so okay.
After about 5 minutes, the woman comes back, and she has two other, like, church workers, whether they're acolytes or priests or whatever, you wouldn't know. Both male, both quite a bit bigger. And she walks up kind of nervously with the two of them flanking her, and she says, I'm sorry, but they're not really scheduled to be taking any meetings here for the next couple of days. And, well, their schedule's pretty
Ma'am?
full up.
Ma'am, can I confide in you? And can I trust you to be discreet about this?
Oh, okay.
The person in question was bit by a werewolf, and they are resisting the curse, and they're trying to get cured, and it's only several days until the next full moon.
And she kind of looks at the other two that she's with, and is like, sir, can I recommend that you go try to get your help through the hospital?
We will do that, but if we want to go to either way, the normal way to see the paladin, how can we do that? I am from outside. Can you say to me step by step, please?
Well, if you want to get an appointment with the paladin, we really only do sort of business appointments. Or Jamie is trying to think of the words. Religious matters. Then you could ask for an appointment through us, but we would require we would require documentation. Just, you understand, there's one paladin and it's a big city and they can't, see
and
everyone.
the documentation is someone in the city that vouch for us?
Preferably. We do make some exceptions for well-known and well-respected organizations outside the city, but
How about the Merchants Guild of Carcamon?
only with written documentation.
Is there an office here in the city?
She sort of thinks and says, I don't know.
Other option, can we make an appointment assuming that we have the vouch for a person of the city, and when we come back we have the paper? Because we know someone, but we need to get the paper, and we'll be faster if we get the appointment right away and then we show you the paper.
Make a persuasion check. She sort of stops and thinks and says, we could probably do that. I still think that you'll have better luck through the hospital, though.
Yeah, but it's better to look on both ways. Like if one doesn't work, the other will work. You know.
I suppose.
Thank you. I apologize for my behavior earlier. I'm just very concerned about the individual.
Mm-hmm. Well, would you... I mean, I can put your name in the books at least.
Yes, please.
All right. She goes over. The other two acolytes are still kind of like standing there with their arms crossed, like, don't try anything, bud. But she walks over to a desk and brings back a rather large book and is flipping through it and says, would 12 weeks be okay? Or is that too soon?
Weeks?
12 weeks?
That's like 3 full moons.
I thought you said a couple days.
Oh, no. We're booking for 12 weeks from now. Or we can do later. But...
I have a serious flashback for my actual healthcare system in my country.
Oh my.
The thing is like that here. Like you want a public service medic, it's 3 months for anything. 3 months doctor, then 3 months the exams, then 3 months doctor checking the exams. Okay, so I guess we will take that 12 weeks and hope we will not use it.
Okay, but if you're gonna cancel, I need to know way in advance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, minimum 4 weeks.
Sure, buddy. Don't worry about it. I'll let you know.
And I'll need to see the appropriate documentation.
Yeah.
Well in advance.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and can I get a name, please?
Camille of Carcamont.
Camille of Carcamont. And what is the... Oh, right. Okay, well, you're...
You may want to suggest to the paladin, this is a suggestion. Maybe look at it, see if you can work it into the schedule earlier. Werewolf roaming around your countryside, not a great idea. Just saying.
With
Yeah, they should.
With all due respect, sir, everybody thinks that their appointment is the most pressing.
God, I should have just asked Saloon again. Jesus.
If it really is that urgent, you can always try the hospital. It's just across the street.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Byron, let's go.
Yes, bye.
Goodbye.
I said to Kamel on the way out, "Do you recognize that your name sort of rhymes?
What?
Like backwards rhyme. Camel, car, camel. Sounds funny.
Well, trust me, in my native language, your name sounds funny.
Fair. Well, that was useless.
Yep. Hospitals that.
Yeah, let's try that.
All right, so you exit out the temple,
Mm-hmm.
and looking into the square, there is like the building that's kitty corner from you.
Kitty?
There's
Sort of on the angle to, like
Oh.
at a perpendicular angle to.
Thank you.
so you're on the near right side. I'm talking about what's on the far left side. That's kitty corner. So the building that's over there has a lot of people coming in and out of it, and there are words on the front that say hospital.
Okay, let's go inside.
All right, you cross the square, and pardon me.
It's a hospital, by the way.
Remember the triage tent we saw in that village after the undead,
Yeah.
where all the wounded were? It's like that on a bigger scale, but also for illnesses and conditions and things like that.
That sounds awful.
A lot of people need help.
All right, you sort of push your way into the doors, and there's a sort of small waiting area as you enter with a short lineup of people. And as you can kind of like peer down through some of the hallways, there's just like a maze of hallways from what you can see, and there's a lot of people, some in like street clothes, and some in a sort of all white uniform walking back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And you patiently wait your turn.
Why are we waiting? Do I see?
Oh,
Do
I
I
thought you
see-
asked, why are we waiting?
Do I see if some of the people waiting might just be good with a gush room and go home?
Make a medicine check. So there's like two people ahead of you in line. One of them, you can just kind of hear from the conversation that they're trying to find out where their mother is, like where she is in the hospital, where she's being kept. The other person, you can't, like, they don't. There's nothing obvious, like, outwardly wrong with them. Yeah, you just sort of wait the 5 minutes for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. And the two people in front of you get their business taken care of. And as you walk up to the desk, there is this little old man gnome sitting at the desk who says, "Yes, can I help you?"
Require aid with removing a magical curse.
Okay. Do you have a referral letter from your district physician?
I'm not from this city. I've traveled a long way.
Okay.
It's a dangerous
You
curse.
have
People's lives
a-
could be in danger.
You have a referral from your local physician?
I'm not local.
From
I'm also-
your local physician?
I'm my own local physician.
Hey, it's a paladin.
Mm-hmm.
Does he look like he doesn't believe me?
Yes.
Is there a sick person nearby, like someone who's quite obviously just like hurt, like a broken arm or something?
Sure. We'll say like there's like a little waiting area that's past the front intake. And
May
there's
I?
some people sitting there.
As a demonstration, may I? I promise I won't hurt anyone.
May you what?
That person has a broken arm. Can I help them?
No, you may not touch the patients.
How does one prove that one is a healer without healing someone?
He looks kind of puzzled for a second. And then just shrugs and says, if you want to get in to see a specialist, you're going to need a referral from a physician. You can, and he like goes and grabs a form. You can go to any district physician in the city and get a referral. But since you're out of, or you're not local, there will be a processing fee. Once you have your referral, you can come back here and we'll get you sorted out with a specialist.
How long?
To get in to see a specialist is about 4 to 6 weeks.
Sir,
That's
this is an emergency.
that's the whole business, or once we get the freaking paper, it's 4 to 6 weeks.
Once you get the paper, average wait time is 4 to 6 weeks, depending on the specialist.
Sir,
Yes.
the curse is a dangerous curse. People's lives are at risk.
I'm sure it is.
Intimidation? Or persuasion?
What would you like?
I think he slams his fist down on the table and, like, just not quite a smite, but almost a smite.
Mm-hmm. All right. Make an intimidation.
Can I make puppy eyes behind to make help?
Maybe wolf out a little bit.
Not needed.
He
I think his eyes are now just pure silver.
Yeah, he, like, this little gnome just, like, basically jumps out of his skin. Sir, there's really no need for that.
It's a curse of lycanthropy. Someone may die.
Guards! Guards! And you do see a couple of soldiers that were just sort of like patrolling the hallways, basically, poke their heads out.
Come on, Camel. Let's go. We need another way.
He
I
growls,
know.
like he
Yeah.
at the gnome.
I know.
The gnome just kind of like sniffs, but he's like backing up farther and farther away from you, and says, "There."
And I just tell him, your walls kept the wrong people out of this city. This is pathetic.
Guards! You have successfully scared the words out of him. And the two soldiers will come,
I shoot them a look, like just.
We're going. Like,
yeah, he's leaving, but he's just
Mm-hmm.
pure. Like, don't touch me, or your arms will be off.
Sure. They just kind of cross their arms and stand in front of the desk.
I just stopped someone and said, "Where can I find a local physician?"
The gnome will very like quickly, now that there's a wall between you and him, go back to his desk and just scribble an address onto a piece of paper. And just like he holds it out in between the little crack that's between the two soldiers.
Mm-hmm. And
Here.
just for flavor, I just want to turn around and hopefully there's like just a sick person there, someone who's like coughing or whatever. I just reach out and touch them and lay on hands them and just say, "Go home. You're fine. Don't waste your time with these people."
All right. You have successfully surprised some random stranger. Do you guys leave?
Yep.
All right.
The paper.
With the paper.
All right. You are back out in the square.
Well, thus far, city's awful.
This is not indicative of a lot of cities. The bureaucracy here is oppressive.
So, let's count our options.
We go find the other option is fire. Look, we either go to another city, which will take weeks, and same thing happens. So let's go find a physician. And then
Bert knows people here, right?
Maybe I don't.
Maybe Bert knows a way in. The other way, it's doing the long-term thingy, and we take like 10 weeks here.
I'd be sooner to just go see this physician and get it down to 4 to 6 weeks. Pert will find us eventually. Finding Pert here is like finding a blue needle in a haystack.
Do you know the last name of Bert?
No.
Just as a note, you guys have seen not a lot, but a few Vidalkins wandering around. And Pert may have told you. Is David still here? I don't know. Pert may have told you that there is a community of Vidalkins in the city. Like, they're not that uncommon.
David needed to go away early, right?
Yeah.
David's not gone yet. Yes, he would have talked about having family from the city.
Mm-hmm.
Did Pert ever tell us his last name?
I would say no, but if you'd paid attention to his writing, you might have noticed it. Did you pay attention to his writing?
Let's find out how. Let's let the dice speak. Intelligence save, same difference. Yes, he paid attention to your writings.
Velos. Velous. It's on all of his documentation. He's a very strict note taker. He has all of his journals labeled with his name. It's everywhere, except in his clothing, basically.
Okay, I just stopped by with the Vidalkin merchant, someone who would actually just want to talk to someone. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Have you seen my Bert?
Actually, we're gonna switch over to the other
That's
group.
fine. That is fine. I need to consume food quickly, so.
Kitty.
Let me guess. They're a cow's bothering them, and they're not sure if it's fire or not.
So yeah, what are the other three doing?
I think two of us are sulking.
I was gonna say moping, but sure.
I think it's the same thing in this context.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we got a lot for you, Jamie.
Well, I guess my question is, do you stay in the field or do you like wander around and see what there is? Because there are like people walking the roads, there's orchards, there are things out here.
Is the field obviously owned by something nearby? I think basically we would want to make sure that we're somewhere where we're not gonna
Sure.
disturb anyone.
I think you're probably in an unoccupied field as far as you can tell. There seems to be a lot of orchards and not a lot of, like, just plots of grass, which is what you're in.
Hmm.
How far off the road are we?
I don't think very far. I mean, like, pretty close, but far enough that nobody could really see or hear you if you're just sitting in the grass.
So they're not a refugee camp literally 5 feet from the bridge.
Mhm.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Rizman is pretty reactionary at the moment.
Okay. So you guys just hang out for a while?
I think Alma would probably look around.
Okay. Make a perception check. Are you, like, actually walking around or just...
Yeah, not going too
Okay.
far away from the others, but yeah.
Sure. Okay. You sort of, like, wander around the plot of land and don't see much. And as you wander a little closer to the road, you hear something off in the distance. Like, back away from the city. It sounds like a horse that is neighing. Amalus would probably know that it sounds like it's in distress.
No. I go investigate.
All right. Amalus walks away from the other two. We have split the group in 4 now. Melis trails behind you, Amalus. And as you walk down the road, you can still hear the horse. And as you get a little bit closer, you can hear what sounds like somebody crying. And as you just, like, crest over a little hill, you see a horse that is laying on the ground. And a halfling boy that is sitting beside the horse, just crying his eyes out.
What's wrong?
What?
I said, what's wrong?
I messed up, and now I can't put her down. As he says this, you can see that one of the horse's legs is obviously broken.
Could I heal that with cure wounds?
Probably.
I will do that.
I'm gonna ask you to make a medicine check, just because, like, to try and get the leg back in the right position so that it will actually be functional. 17. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. This halfling boy just sits on the ground and watches you in stunned silence as you go to this horse and grasp its broken leg, and as you cast your spell, you slowly bring the leg back into place. Just pop a cure wounds for me.
Pop. Max healing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! And the horse stops its neighing and then just stands up. And this kid looks at his horse that he thought he was gonna have to put down, that is now standing, and he just starts bawling again.
It's okay.
How did you do that?
I'm very good with animals. That explains nothing.
That explains nothing! How did... Oh my god! And he's looking at Malice, obviously.
I pet Melis on the head. I'm very good with animals.
Who are you?
I'm Amalus.
Malice. Are you an angel?
No?
And on that day, a religion founded amongst Anomalous, the cleric of animals.
Amalus does become a god, they'll become god of cats and displacer beasts, let's be honest.
I think Melas will be the god.
Displacer beasts and horses, apparently.
He just tries to kind of collect himself and bows to you and says, Thank you, Amalus, for saving my horse.
You're welcome.
I don't have much, but
Oh no, you don't have to repay me.
no, I really do, Ma. I'll have my hide if I don't. And he tries to pull out some copper and silver coins. It seems to be all he has.
Your gratitude is all I need. I don't need your money.
Alright. Is there anything else I can help you with? I know my way around these parts pretty well. You're a foreigner, right?
I am.
I can. Oh, gee, I don't know. I
Place
can.
to sleep.
Words are not coming to me.
It's okay. Words are not coming to this kid either.
Cough, cough. Oh no, pigeon.
The
Oh, it's-
dreaded metagaming pigeon.
Yeah.
Cool, place to sleep, cool.
Weird birds. Oh.
Do you know a place to sleep nearby?
Oh, yeah. Do you want in the city or outside the city?
Outside the city.
Sure. Yeah. There's a little. It's only a little tavern. It's probably not suited for someone like you, but if you want somewhere outside the city, then hopefully it'll do. I can lead you.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Amalus never to go back for her friends.
Alma is planning to go there and then come back for the friends. That way Alma can path. and stuff. I'm a good at that.
All right.
it's too
He
far away.
goes to his horse and sort of pats her on the nose, and seems like a little bit nervous to get on her. She'll be okay, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And he climbs up on the saddle. And it's a small horse because he's a small person. So him on the horse is like not too much taller than you are. But he still seems to be a little bit nervous on top. And then says, "Okay, right this way, sir." And Cat.
This is Melis.
Oh, hi. Hi, Melis. Melis just like sneezes. Is he? What is he?
A good kitty.
Oh. Hi, Melis. Melis just kind of ignores him. Walks around you a couple times. And eventually you head off down the road. Past the field where Zoe and Rizwin still are. Hey, Zoe and Rizwin, it's been a while since Amalus just disappeared.
Yeah, but they both walk silently. Does the horse going by note?
Oh yeah, you
Perception check?
yeah, you can make a perception check.
So we notice the horse going by.
With a 12, like if you're just sort of sitting there in silence, I'd say yeah, you notice a horse going by, and what you really notice is somebody talking, and saying like, but what kind of cat is it? Like, it has tentacles.
Well, there's only one person that can be.
So he gently pokes and just looks up as it was a gnome boy,
Halfling.
Halfling
halfling.
boy.
Halfling boy on a horse. His companion, or Zoe's companion, and the kitty just start walking by. What the heck?
Actually, how far from where we are the other two?
I don't know, probably like 100 feet or so. He does not notice you stand up. He's way too busy, like, talking to Amalus about Bellis. I'd say Amalus probably notices.
Probably.
But yeah, they just are walking down the road away from you guys.
I wave.
Or right past you. Who are you waving to? Oh. Hi!
Those are some companions of mine.
Are they magic too?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow! Oh, this is so cool! His weight, like, the intensity of his waving increases. Does Zoe do anything?
Zoe gets up and walks over, keeping her hat pulled down, which probably is not as effective with a halfling.
I mean, he's on a horse right now, so.
Yeah, but he's on a halfling-sized horse. It's what, a mini pony?
No, he's on just a small horse.
Like a Shetland.
Yeah. Hello?
This is a young boy?
He's probably, like, your age or a little bit younger.
Right, so he's really young.
So he's 16!
Really young. By at least 20 years on the most part for the rest of the party.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say Amalus is the only one that I wouldn't say is in their 30s.
Yeah, Amos is actually the youngest in the group if we go by maturity of how age progresses.
Yeah, probably.
Alright. So you travel together? He seems kind of awkward now that he was so enthusiastic towards you and you're just like standing there deadpan.
Sorry, who was deadpan?
You.
No, I was trying to figure things out.
Okay.
Zoe would be friendly and she might be in a little bit of not the greatest mood, but she still knows how to
Mhm.
hide that. And she greets him and says hello and asks him his name.
My name's Toby. And he gets down off the horse to like shake your hand. And as he does so, because he's shorter than you, he gets a little closer and sort of like sees the horns and goes, "Well, that's cool. Is that like a headband? Is this like a fashion statement?"
Something like that.
It looks good on you. And he holds out
Zoe
his hand. To
blushes.
shake. Yeah, he holds out his hand to shake.
Zoe returns a handshake.
What's your name?
Zoe.
Hi, Zoe.
Hi, Toby.
Are you magic too?
I'm thinking here. Give me a moment.
Sure. Does Rizwin stay sitting?
Probably.
Okay.
At this point, I don't think she's been prompted into movement yet.
How's the boy's clothing looking?
Dusty and dusty like he just took a fall and sort of rumpled. And it's not like the greatest clothing anyways. Like it's kind of threadbare. It looks like almost like some sort of uniform. Just this tan and brown tunic.
Oh, so he's gonna get him in trouble.
Oh no.
So he just does a quick pat, not like, just lightly touches his, and in the process, mends the outfit,
Uh-huh.
cleans the outfit, and turns it purple.
Whoa! How- Holy shit!
Language.
All right, Captain America.
This is like the best day of my life. Can you do other magic? I've never met someone who could do magic before.
So he just points at her companion, who he met first.
Oh, Amalus?
Yes.
He looks at Amalus expectantly.
You know, one of us can do magic with a halberd, and another one of us can do magic with a knife.
Muscle wizard cast fist.
I don't have that much.
When he
magic.
turns back, the owl's on Zoe's shoulder.
Whoa! Is this a familiar? I've read about these.
This kid knows things.
Yeah, this is. How do you know what a familiar is?
Books.
My mom works in a hospital.
I'm gonna remind people we live in a low magic world.
Yep.
What type of books?
Well, it's kind of like historical fiction. He's like kind of he's blushing a little bit.
Can you show me these books?
Oh, I don't have them on me. They're really heavy.
Oh, I know. I meant, can you bring me to them?
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
there's bookshops in the city, but oh, hey. I think I know someone who has one nearby. I deliver things, but sometimes I deliver books. And I remember delivering that book. Anyways, yeah, I can maybe show you the book. It's really near the tavern. He's looking back at Amalus. Do you want to go?
Rizwin, booze.
What?
So he's trying to get Rizwin to come with the offer of booze.
Yeah, she'll trudge along behind them.
I think in the end, Rizwin, even in her stupor, would be like, must defend, must protect.
As Rizwin pops up from the grass, Toby's eyes go wide and says, "Can she also do magic? Oh wait, she has a big weapon. Oh, so she's like a fighter!"
I specifically don't say anything and just give an elaborate little bow.
Oh, you're just like the people in the book!
Okay, has anybody ever played Bravely Default?
Yes.
This is the book he has. He has the Book of Our Tales.
Alright, so as you guys
That
walk...
kid's gonna lose his shit when Fire and I show up, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, he's going to literally poop himself.
I can make that happen.
And
As
Fire can use that poop for fertilizer.
yeah, okay. So you guys,
Yeah. Zoe thinks of it after a while. Before they start walking, and drags a foot along the edge of the just to kind of leave a trail.
okay.
I'm not sure if either of them can follow a trail where the dam, but
I mean, Pert
Maybe.
can.
well, assuming they find Pert.
Okay, so you guys walk down the road towards the tavern, and we're gonna switch back to the other group.
Yay!
They're having fun. We're having bureaucracy.
Who? I'm hearing
Yeah.
a lot of your breathing.
Me?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I will fix that.
thank you.
Sorry.
So I guess if we're gonna look for Pert or his family, we're gonna go back into the merchant quarter we passed through and see if we can find like a Videlkin merchant.
All right. Make an investigation check.
I'm helping.
With advantage then. Okay.
Hey.
Turn around and there's Pert. Fuck.
Or you look
So
at the
it
piece
doesn't
of
take you-
paper,
Mhm.
and you look at the piece of paper for the surgeon, and it's got a name on it.
Nope.
No,
Not
okay.
that easy.
No, I just figured it would be funny.
So pretty quickly, going back to the main drag, you just sort of look into the shops, and you see what looks like maybe a jewelry shop or something that has a blue-skinned person behind the desk.
Pardon me.
Yes.
I'm looking for a Videlkin friend of mine. He came to the city recently and we got separated. His family name is... Sorry, David, what was your character's family name again?
Yeah, it's Velas, I think.
Yes.
The family of Velas. His name's Pert.
I'm sorry, sir. Not familiar with that family.
I give him the side eyes, like,
There's a lot of us in this city. We don't all know each other.
I apologize. I'm well aware of that.
How can we, as someone from the city, how can we find this friend? What would you recommend we do, or who to talk to?
Somebody that knows them?
Thank you.
Sorry. Good luck. They still seem like a little bit offended that you assume that all the Vidalkins know each other.
Yeah, I was about to say that before you said
Fair
it.
enough.
So we stick with my plan?
Which?
Bad.
No, we're
Bad.
gonna go find the doctor, and if we find Pert along the way, we'll find Pert along the way. I'll stop a couple other people and see if we know them all. I'll stop whoever, like another merchant at random.
Oh, Pat, can I roll a D100?
Here's the thing. I know where Pert's gone, and Pert is nowhere near you guys.
Fuck.
Pert, you're nowhere near them. Assuming you went to go find your sister.
Correct.
Yeah, you're nowhere near them.
Maybe the doctor will know. Who knows? Let's go find the doctor.
Oh, you see. You know what? We should go outside on the farm side, kill some pigs, level up, and we can cure you.
Costa, you realize Jamie's not going to give us a level until this whole curse thing is broken, right?
You
This is
don't know
fire.
that.
This is fire talking.
Then Kameo looks at Fire like he's insane and just keeps walking. Like Fire is speaking to him in giant all of a sudden, just like he literally like cocks his head to the side like a confused dog for 1 second, and then just turns around on his boot heel and walks.
You don't know that. He might not be insane.
All right, so you have an address.
Yeah.
Do you know where things are in this city?
I'm gonna stop someone and ask them for directions, like a messenger or a town crier, and I'll give them a silver piece.
All
Because
right.
apparently that's how this fucking city works.
Yeah, you stop somebody who looks like a messenger. They're dressed in like a brown and tan sort of tunic. And they point you in the direction. It's like far, like on the other side of the city.
Do you know Pert?
No.
Fire, there's a lot of people here. They're not gonna know. Blah, Pert, fellas.
We lose nothing asking.
All right, just make our way through the city.
All right. Yeah, and you get away from this sort of shopping district, and you walk past a bunch of houses, and they're not like single-story houses or hovels. It's like apartment buildings.
Okay.
There are, like these big blocky buildings with a whole bunch of windows, and as you sort of look up, you can see like different families in some of the windows.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't look very big to you. You get the sense that there's maybe not a lot of space in this here walled city.
So they're basically tenements, is what you're saying.
Yeah. And you find a like a section of just these 2-story buildings, and some of them are shops. And one of them has the address that you were given.
All right, go inside.
Yeah, you go inside, and there's like 30 to 40 people in like sitting in chairs in the waiting room.
What if we speed up this with cure wounds
That's
and
what I'm
mushrooms?
thinking. Yep.
Well, there's nobody standing at the front desk.
What?
And yeah, everybody's just sitting waiting. And they will, like, the woman at the front desk waves you over.
Oh, there's someone sitting in the front of this. Okay.
Yeah, and like an older human woman. Hello, are you have you been here before?
No, ma'am. We're from outside the city. Traveled very far. We
I
went to the
see.
hospital and were told that in order to see a specialist about removing a magical curse, they need a reference from a local doctor. And that's what I'm here for.
Yes. All right, I'm going to need you to just fill out this form here, and this
Okay.
form here, and this form here. This, and she
Watch your
points out
steps.
like this one is, like this one's like basic information and whatnot, and one is a charge form, because you are an out of towner, and the charge is 30 gold.
Ugh. What?
That's how does
How does anyone
No.
in this city get help?
Oh, people who live here don't have to pay.
okay?
All right.
It's just those who come to the city and don't pay our taxes.
Is she bullshitting me, or like is she trying to skim money off the like? Trying to take
Make
advantage of
an insight check. Seems legit.
Tell you what, you seem a little swamped here.
Oh, not really. We have many doctors working today. If you take a seat, you'll be in and out in probably about 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
And as you're standing here talking to her, you see, 3 or 4 people come out from the back, and a few more people go in.
All right.
I pay.
Thank you kindly, sir. Just have a seat. We'll call your name when we're ready for you.
Start filling up forms, pressing very hard with the ink.
Mm-hmm.
I get the feeling, given my reaction, that Karkma is probably a bit more socialist than this city is.
At least less clog on the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You fill out the paperwork, sit down. There's 2 chairs open in a line of people.
And we're both I'm big for a human.
Uh-huh.
He's 6'6", 6'7", and Fire's 9 feet tall.
No, 7. I'm short.
Oh, 7.
Every
It's short.
time
Wow.
we talk about Fire's height, he gets taller, which is hilarious because he's always talked about being short.
Okay. So I just imagine these 2 gigantic people just sitting between an old gnome lady and
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Fire. There's this old gnome lady that's on your side, and she's already kind of scrunched up, and she scrunches up a little more as you get closer and just invade on her space by virtue of your sheer body size.
Hi.
Hi.
You want a good room? Want a good room?
No.
Okay.
Camille, the person on your side is this sort of middle-aged, grizzled-looking dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at you kind of curiously and says, "You a little heavily armed for this city, aren't you?"
Well, traveling between here and south, there's a lot going on.
I realized that
How much news have you guys gotten around here? Did you hear about what was happening down south with the undead?
No.
Yeah. Army of the Undead tried to destroy a city. Got stopped by
I'm
some
starting
people.
to panic.
He's not trying to be deceiving or anything, he's just being honest. He's just
Yeah.
I just realized that I have a barrel-sized backpack.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming you put it on the floor and you put your feet up on it at this point.
No, I put it on the floor. I open it and start toying with my shrooms while we wait.
Fire, please. This is the smell.
What smell?
The smell that people in the city aren't really used to.
I mean, the city does smell. So it's just a different smell.
Yeah, but it's,
Is it really that different of a smell?
Fertilizer?
How's the plumbing situation in Mariel?
I mean, it's a medieval city.
At this point, I think my lovely plants are healthier and
They're
smell
not plants. They're fungi.
You know what I mean?
They are fun guys.
The dwarf, Camille asked you, "Are you Mark?"
Not exactly.
Huh.
No, a mercenary. He was a Vidalcan guy from here.
No. Well, yeah, but no.
Yeah? What's he at?
Not here.
Okay.
And just turns away from you and goes back to patiently waiting.
Okay.
And the lady at the front desk was right. It takes about 15 minutes before somebody calls your name.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go in, or do I need to wait outside?
She said, yeah, you can cut. Actually, best wait out here.
Why? Okay.
I'll be back in a minute.
Camille, she leads you to what is like basically a slightly bigger than a closet.
Uh-huh. So I just sort of maneuver my way into.
Yeah.
Like half the size of a normal doctor's office.
Basically.
Patient waiting room.
Yeah,
patient
you
room.
get the sense that this guy sent you to a slightly less wealthy part of town.
Yeah, that's fair. He's being an asshole.
Yeah.
And a bureaucrat.
Mm-hmm. And a middle-aged gnome comes in, who's wearing like a white uniform, and says, "Well, what seems to be the problem?"
I need a reference to get to the hospital, get a curse broken.
A curse?
Yes, a literal curse.
Don't you need like priests for that?
Well, unfortunately, your paladin takes a 12-week waiting list.
Oh yeah, they don't just let anybody in to see the paladin.
Which is bullshit. Paladins are supposed to help people.
You're not from around here, are you?
No.
Well, look, buddy. We got one magic healer for a city of 1 million people.
What if you had 2?
That would be great. But it'd still be 2 magic healers for a city of 1 million people. Like, there's always gonna be a wait. It sucks, but
Okay.
you know,
what if it was...
our physicians are good. You don't need magic to get healed.
Like,
If you're having some problems, like if you feel like
I stop him.
Okay.
I can't repeat.
How long has this been going on? And he's writing in a little notebook.
Oh, about a month and a half. Actually, how long is it until the next full moon?
About a week.
Oh, about a month and 3 weeks.
Okay. And, you have any other physical symptoms, like headache, dizziness, dry mouth?
Increased aggression, hungering for red meat.
Huh. Okay.
Listen, I don't think... Sorry, 1 second.
Yep.
I think, like, as soon as Kamel goes and close the door, I look back to the waiting room and say out loud, "Well, I'm bored. Who has something broke that I can fix?"
Just listen, Doc. I know you're trying to do your best. I know you got a lot of patience. I know this isn't your area of expertise.
Yeah, you can say that again. Okay, look.
I need to be a...
Mm-hmm.
What was he going to say?
Look, I'll get you a referral for a specialist at the hospital.
Okay. Is there any way we can, like... I don't know the city. I don't know if the girl at the front office of the temple is just giving me the runaround because she's protecting her boss or what. But is there any way to speed this up? Because I'm not joking with you. Werewolf. Bite. Other people become werewolves. At best, others die.
Yeah.
Torn apart. Limb from limb.
Look. I'll get you a referral for a specialist. I'll put an urgent.
Does he believe me, or does he think I'm crazy?
Make an insight check. Oh, he thinks you're crazy.
I'm not crazy.
Like,
You know how?
I know.
I let my eyes flare. I'm really not crazy. I'm a paladin.
Okay, look. I said I'd get you a referral.
Okay.
If you're gonna get...
I'm not. No, I'm not. Gonna get all smitey. Don't worry.
I'll get you a referral.
Thank you.
It'll still probably be about a 2-week wait.
Is there anything we can do to speed it up?
That's up to the hospital. They'll get you in as quick as they can.
Okay, how do I prove to them that I'm not just some crazy person?
By turning into a wolf, I mean no.
Can I control the curse enough to change at will
No.
now, Jamie?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Look, we'll get you in as quick as we can.
Thank you.
Okay.
You realize you're the first decent person I met in the city.
Uh-huh. Do you have an address we can reach you at?
No, not yet. I'll send a messenger. I can do that.
All right.
Yes?
Yes.
All right. I have your address. I will send a messenger with where I'm staying. Maybe outside the city. It may not be.
That's fine.
Thank you.
Have a good day. And that was a very clear get out of my office.
People are just assholes in this city, aren't they?
You're scary.
Yeah, I know.
You're being like the crazy person right now.
And he's just intimidating.
Is Kamel lawful?
No.
Definitely no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny when someone like, you're crazy. I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not crazy. The badger bit me. God damn it!
That will convince them.
Yeah.
I grabbed the referral. I put it very securely in my, inside my tunic.
All right.
And go find Fire before he wanders off down a side street.
Sure. All right, Fire, you asked, hey, does anybody have something that wants to get fixed? And everybody just ignored you.
All right, I'm
I'm
off to work,
stuck.
guys.
All
Have
right.
fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. This was very amusing.
Goodbye.
Jamie, I love your dry bureaucrat voice.
I start improving the decoration of the waiting room with Druidcraft. Make some flowers and
Sure.
plants.
I mean, the lady at the front desk says, please don't, please just sit and wait.
No.
Yes.
I'll let this go on until you decide I walk out.
I don't, it didn't take that long. So I'd say you can probably walk out now.
Fire, leave it alone.
Did they help?
Maybe get in to see a specialist in 2 weeks.
Hey, that's better.
No, the full moon's in a week, so not great.
Yeah, well, we need to get a plan for that.
They're not interested. Trust me. Just leave. Let's
All right.
go.
Yeah. While we walk in, I'm saying, seriously, not joking. What if we ask the guard to keep you
Hey.
in a cell?
Hey,
What?
Yeah, you turn around and that dwarf that was talking to you before Camille is standing outside the door.
Yeah, what?
Sounds like you didn't get what you wanted.
Not exactly. Unless you are friends with Paladin or Peller on a first name basis.
Well, I'm not. But if you're trying to get in to see the Paladin, I might be able to help you. If you help me.
How's that?
We're gonna cut back to the other group. Rizwin, Amalus, Zoe. Are you guys all still here?
Hello.
Yep.
Cool.
Meow.
So after like 20 minutes of walking, you pass by a whole bunch of orchards with Toby leading you. And you come to a kind of shabby looking wooden building that has a picture of a wooden carving of a mug of ale on the side. He says, well, here's your inn. They usually only have a few rooms available, but it should, you should be good. Right, the book! Do you want to get checked in first, or book first?
What's the quality of this place looking like? Is this a half-star hotel?
Like
The
a
equivalent-
like a 2-star.
Okay, cheap, but
Yeah.
we're not likely to get robbed, or this isn't the place you rent by the hour.
No. At least not as far as you can tell.
You can get very high, fancy places by the hour.
There's no middle ground on by the hour places.
Do we all understand what the concept of renting by the hour it means?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Anyways, okay. Yeah, let's get checked in first. Yes.
Toby leads you inside. And there's like nobody inside. It's maybe 1 o'clock. And there's a woman, a dwarven woman behind the desk. You can just like kind of see the very top of her head. And Toby like has to kind of leap up a little bit, and he like leaps up and just pats the woman on the head. And she goes, "Wah! Oh, it's you."
She asleep, or was she just...
No,
is
she's
she
just short. She's just short. They're both short. What do you want? And Toby says, can I get rooms for my these people, please?
Question is, does Zoe or Rizwin or Amalus remember that there are 3 other people still?
The dwarven woman, kind of stands up a little taller. You can just like see the little half of her eyes, and then she goes back down and clambers up onto a stool. Hello?
So gives a warm smile and says, hello.
Nice to meet you. How many rooms would you like?
How many do you have?
We've currently got 4 available.
We will take all 4, please.
Alright, that's... Oh god, what are rooms?
Well,
Say,
depends
like-
what level this is in terms of comfort.
Let me open my book.
Page flipping, page flipping.
PHP.
Furnace. Oh my god, is there like a...
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Lodging.
Where's
In. She asked for 3 silver pieces per room.
Is this just for the room, or does this include food?
It includes breakfast, but not dinner.
Is it a service you offer, or do we need to find other food?
No, you can buy dinner.
I silently pull out 2 gold and put them on the counter.
Dinner is included. And she just puts her hand over the gold and slowly draws it back. And she hands over 4 keys.
Wait. This place has keys?
Slightly. No. She hands you little forks. 4 keys.
4 keys.
If we look at the keys, are there like little tags with numbers on them or something?
No. They're all like you're pretty sure that Perk could pick these locks blindfolded, handcuffed, and in his sleep.
Yeah.
But there's keys.
Is it like one tooth, and it's so ragged that
Yeah,
clearly
basically.
anybody...
It looks like more of a formality.
I'll take one of them and hand the other 3 to either Zoe or Amulet. And then kind of look at the person like, where am I supposed to go?
Upstairs. There is a sort of worn-looking staircase off to one side. And you go upstairs, and there's... she directed you to the 4 rooms at the very end of the hall. There looks to be 7 rooms upstairs, or 7 doors anyways. And they're just like plain rooms with a single bed each.
Well, somebody's sleeping on the floor. It's not Zoe. Zoe also uses prestidigitation to clean her bed.
I'm also pointing out that if you don't share a room with Rizwin, you're sleeping with a guy.
No. What it is me, Rizwin are getting a room. There's 4 rooms.
And 5
And we
people
only
because I
double up.
assume Pert is sleeping in the city somewhere.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Amos and Fire are clearly going to share because they
Yeah.
always share.
I can see it now. Alma and Fire on the floor, the cat on the bed.
Yeah,
Probably.
or the 3 cuddled together in the bed.
Oh, the bed is not big enough. It's probably not big enough for Fire.
No. It's Fire on the bed, Amulet on top of Fire, Melis on top of Amulet.
And in the morning they wake up on the floor because it all collapsed.
Yeah, and the bed go funk.
Yeah. There we go.
Zoe will offer the cleaning services to Rizman as well, assuming she'll even open the door at this point.
I guess it depends on how insistently you knock.
Tap tap. Tap tap tap. Tap 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 tap.
The door just opens.
You want your bed clean? Because I've got a feeling that they don't do a very good job of it.
She just kind of shrugs.
Zoe magics the bed!
Zoe magics the bed. It is cleaner now.
Rizwin just does that face plant thing into the pillow.
Oh.
Is the bed purple now?
Yep. So he is slowly turning the world purple. And should I figure out if that lasts or goes away after a bit?
That's a good question.
One hour.
Okay. All right. So you have your rooms.
Book time.
Book time.
Book time.
So he goes to find Toby for book
All
time.
right. He's politely waiting downstairs. And he kind of brightens up when he sees you and says, Miss Zoe, is there any way you can change my shirt back? Not that I don't like the purple, it's pretty cool.
Zoe clearly sighs, reaches out, pokes him, and turns it back to the right color, but still clean. And still mended.
Thanks. Should we go?
I was
Please.
gonna join you.
All right. Is Rizwan staying behind?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Zoe attempts to pet the cat.
Make an animal handling check. You get like 1 or 2 scratches before Melis just walks behind Amalus.
So not angry, just had enough.
Yep. Not interested.
Start keeping food around for cat. But after Owlbear is kind of scared of the concept.
Melis is gonna get so fat.
He works it off.
He's a growing boy.
Takes a lot of energy to be in like 3 places at once.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So everybody but Rizwan follows after Toby.
All right.
Hitting the body.
Again. Yeah, okay. Zoe and Amalus, you follow Toby out. And he doesn't grab his horse again. He's left her tied up on a post outside. And he walks with you guys up a little road towards an orchard. And as you walk down this road, you can hear what sounds like somebody pounding, like hitting wood, and a bunch of people talking. And as you get a little bit closer, sorry, hang on a sec. Okay. As you get a little bit closer, you can see a group of people who look like they're hammering in fence posts. And Toby says, "Hey!" and waves. And one of them stops and looks up. Says, "Hey, whoa! Is that a cat?" Holy shit, guys!
Language.
Oh, this isn't Toby. It's this like human man, probably in his late 20s.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a kid.
No,
like
these
yours.
are all like they all seem to be like laborers. They're all guys, and they all stop and stare and like are just in awe of this giant tentacle cat. As you guys get a little bit closer. It. What? Sir, is that your beast?
It's my kitty.
And there's like a little bit of whispering behind him, and then one of the older dwarfs says, "This young man here," points to one of his compatriots, "would like to feed your cat, if that's okay."
If Melis will let him.
Yes! One of the younger... He looks like probably the youngest guy, another human, like, goes off to where all their packs are and grabs grabs some sort of meat. And just walks up to Melis. "Here, kitty kitty. Here, kitty kitty. Where's my D20? Melis just like snatches the food and runs behind Amalus. Oh, nom 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 nom. That's so cool. What kind of cat is that? And how do you get it to like follow you around?
Melis is a good kitty.
Who are you people? And Toby just like kind of, waves to like shut him up. Says, hey, can I borrow the, oh Jesus Christ, I don't have a name for this book.
Please don't say Book of the Damned. Please don't say Book of the Damned. Please don't say Book of the Damned.
It's not Book of the Damned.
The Necronomicon.
He just says like, "Hey, you still have the book, right?" And the younger man says, "Yeah, I'm not quite done." And Toby says, "Can we borrow it?" Well, I mean, you're gonna give it right back, right? Toby says, Yeah. And this man leads you towards where their like packs are. And he pulls this book out of his pack. And it's a big book, like it's hand bound and it's it's like a medieval book. And it has a pretty plain cover. And he hands it to Toby, who then hands it to Zoe. Zoe, there is a bookmark about like 3/4 of the way through.
Am I talking?
Now you are.
You are now.
Oh, that's weird. I was pushing my push to talk button, nothing was happening. Zoe has a look at the book and make sure not to lose the spot of the bookmark.
All right. As you open the cover, there is like a page of art. Like the first page is just like a full page of art. And you see what looks like a giant or an ogre maybe. That like is in a fighting pose and has its fist smashing down. And there's 4 humanoids surrounding it. A man and a woman, human. What looks like somebody of some amount of orcish blood, who is swinging an axe, like to meet this ogre's fist, and a little halfling who's like sneaking around the back with a dagger in her hand.
Is Zoe looking at a fiction book here?
As you flip that page, and Jamie did not come up with a name for this book, unfortunately.
Necronomicon.
No.
If I know what type of book it is, I can.
I'll say it's
Suggestions.
called like the Northern Menace. And it does say like your eyes you immediately notice like a little line of text at the bottom that says based on true events.
My next question is: has Zoe read this book before?
I'd kind of I would say that this rings a bell for Zoe. Like you may have seen this somewhere, or maybe your sister's read it. Sorry.
Secrets.
But I don't think you read this book. And as you sort of just like flip through it a little bit, how long do you want to look at this book, I guess?
Depending on how interesting it is, she may just sit down and, if there's long grass, and start reading.
Sure. Yeah, you can sit down and start reading, and the worker will just kind of shrug and say, "It just, don't lose my place," and goes back to work. And as long as Toby's with you, he will let you read this book. And this, as you sort of read it, this is basically like a book about an adventuring party. There are like 4 characters. There's 4 people in the adventuring party. There's Vrogak, the half-orc barbarian who just swings an axe and isn't very bright, but likes the action and likes to kill things. There's Maeve Swiftchild, a halfling rogue, who's quiet and sneaky. There's a woman named Ashala, who's a sorcerer of some sort, and has this like pretty sort of stereotypical on again, off again romance thing going on with the main character, who is a human wizard named Riamon.
Why does that name sound to me?
So Zoe starts reading it to the workers. Just starts reading it out loud so that all the workers can hear it. Anybody
one of them will
else who's in
say,
the area.
Miss, we've already read it. Like, he's the last one of the group to read it.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was just something for you to listen to while working.
You can read it if you like. I don't mind hearing it again.
Does he just saying that to humor Zoe, or does he actually sound like that?
No, he
Be
actually...
interested.
Well, make an insight check. Yeah, he actually sounds like, yeah, I'll listen to it again.
Did Toby show any interest?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Toby's sitting beside you, listening to you read.
Well, I got nothing better for Zoe to do at the moment, so
Yeah,
she'll
sure.
just sit there and read.
Yeah, you read the book and make... Jeez. You can make an
Performance?
investigation... No, you can make an investigation check if you want. Just to see if there's anything in this book that strikes you as familiar. Nope, nothing.
Cool story.
That name sounds familiar. I don't know why.
As Zoe keeps reading, she's getting more and more into the book.
Yeah, you get about a quarter of the way through by the time the sun starts to set, and it's getting a little bit harder to read.
Zoe has dark vision.
Well, Zoe's fine then. Well, actually, no, that's not true because dark vision is you see darkness as if it were dim light. Have you ever tried to read a book in dim light? It's hard on the eyes.
I thought it was you see darkness as dim light, and I thought it was basically just turns black and white.
Okay, I mean, Zoe can keep reading for a while, but once the sun starts to set, the workers pack up. Some of them are
Okay.
human, they can't see in the dark.
Yeah, as it becomes the end, she
Mhm.
gives the book back to its rightful
Sure.
borrower.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, miss. That was nice. We don't get a lot of entertainment out here.
It's something I haven't done for a while. Thank you.
Thank you. You, welcome to come back tomorrow if you like.
Can you spell the wizard's name, please?
I am going to restart my Discord because I have to have Discord on to actually be able to use my push to talk button, which is really annoying.
Okay. Welcome back. Now I'm not
Okay.
hearing anything. Oh, there we go.
Okay, yep, now it's working.
Okay.
So I tab over to try and use roll 20 and it would kill my push talk button. It was really annoying. If my group doesn't reform, I'll be back tomorrow.
Okay. We'll look forward to it. And they pack up and head up this very gentle sloping hill towards what looks like to be one of the orchards. Toby says, "So you guys are like the group in the book. Do you go around and kill monsters and stuff?"
Killing's the last thing true. We've unfortunately done it.
Well, that's good. I know that killing things is shouldn't glorify violence, but it's so pretty cool.
Zoe looks both ways, claps her hands together, and sets off fireworks above her head.
His jaw just drops.
This is making her feel better about that stupid wall.
Hey, are you gonna be in the city soon?
No. Some of our friends went into the city, but we're just gonna stay out here. The kitty doesn't like it in there.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, I have to go. My family's expecting me. I probably should have been there a long time ago. But, here, hang on. And pulls just a scrap of parchment out of his back, or out of his pack, and writes down an address and says, if you're in the city, come come look me up. I can give you a tour. Assuming I'm, like, not working or... You know.
I'll do that, knowing full well she can't do that.
Sure. He smiles anyways. David's back.
Probably on his phone, can't talk.
Yeah.
Just listening.
He says, well, you know the way back to the inn, right?
Yep, get home to your family. Be safe.
Thanks.
Don't forget your horse.
Oh yeah. I'm really glad I met you guys.
Glad I met you too. And I'm sure he is too, pointing at both the cat and the half elf.
Now he's looking at you.
Almost not half elf.
Yeah, but aren't you presented as a half elf?
No, he's full elf. I mean, what he thinks he is, or well, his genetics are one thing, but he's not a half elf.
He's half elf and half elf.
Yes. Well, he's
Yeah.
Pointing at the elf, then.
I mean, he's not like when he says he's glad he met you. He's not looking at Amelis or Melis. He's looking at you.
So we might recognize this, but she's still going to include
Yeah.
other companions.
Well, I'll go back to the inn with you and get my horse. Yeah, okay, let's go. And he marches off down the path. You in your dark vision can see he's blushing a little bit.
Nope. It's shades of gray. Like, can't actually see blushing.
I mean, you can probably see his cheeks darken a little bit.
So he is unaware how to deal with this and just keeps walking.
Yeah.
So he does not know how to deal with boys her own age.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. All right, as you guys go back to the inn, Fire and Kamal.
Yeah. Are we backwards in time now?
Yeah,
not
you guys are a
dark,
little
okay.
bit behind.
Okay. Alright. What's this dwarf suggest?
He says, I have to get you to follow me.
How shady
Okay.
this dude
Yeah.
look.
Make an insight check.
Who's got the higher insight?
Me, but
Okay, do it
not
with
a good
advantage,
roll.
Do it with advantage. We're just
Can
sort
I?
of look at each other.
You look at him and look at each other. You can have advantage. This guy looks shady as fuck. But
Shady or
seems-
desperate?
no, shady. But
Okay.
he seems. You don't think you're in any danger? Like, you don't think he's trying to rip you off? You think he might be trying to take advantage of the fact that you are foreigners and well armed?
I just lean over and just since we're high enough above his head, just you want to see where this leads?
I didn't hear you.
Do you want to see where this leads?
We don't have another option, I think.
Okay. Lead on.
He nods and walks the opposite way that you guys were going. Back into the seedy parts of town. And he leads you down a couple of side streets, couple alleys, and into a very seedy looking tavern. He opens the door and then holds out a finger in front of you two just to say, like, wait here a second. And walks in. And about 5 seconds pass. And then he opens the door again and says, come on in.
All right.
And you walk in, and this place is very dimly lit, smells very strongly of booze. And every table is full of dwarves and halflings and humans, all looking like very ragged and drunk. A lot of them are like have cards out on the table and look like they're gambling. And some people are like laughing and, you know, joking and stuff. But you feel every single eye in the building on the two of you as this dwarf leads you past all of the front tables and into the back that's even darker.
You don't have dark vision, right?
No, I don't.
It is light enough to see without dark vision. There's like lots of candles and lamps and stuff, but it is still very dark. And he leads you to a table in the back that has just a single woman, a gnome woman, who is drinking by herself. Sort of like dirty red hair. She's got a scar, like on her neck that goes up across her jaw and just onto her face a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And he motions for you to sit.
All right. Let me take a seat.
Mm-hmm. She takes a drink and says, "So I hear you're looking to get in with the paladin."
I'd like to meet them, yes.
Oh. And that it's a little more urgent than our system would allow for.
You could say that.
Yeah. Marielda's not the place you want to go if you want to get something done quick, I'll tell you that.
So I see.
But I can maybe expedite the process a little bit. I know a few people can get you the letter you need to go see the paladin.
And what does this favor require?
Well, you two seem well-traveled. Pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
You know the city of Alclara?
Do I?
Make a history check.
I don't.
Can we get a spelling on that, please?
Oh, Jesus.
Just assume that Nibbles is going to want a spelling on everything.
Wait,
always.
hang on. Yeah, that's...
Kind of just looks at her blankly. I am not from the mainland.
She looks at you like, really? That was supposed to be rhetorical. You know, the capital of the empire
The what?
that fell to the wilds?
Sure. Not from around here.
I mean, I am from around here, but
You live in a forest.
yeah.
I live in an island.
Apparently. Well, the military has been scoping the place out, trying to well, they want to retake the city. I'm sure that that's never going to happen. They're messing with way bigger things. But I heard from a friend of a friend of a friend that some of them had actually made it through into the city. Now, if you want treasure, even magic, the ruins of Alcala are the place you want to be. And boy, do I want some of that.
Zoe.
And why exactly do you need any of that?
Why does anybody need money?
I'm not going to participate in anything illegal.
I mean,
Well, you don't have to worry. It's not like anybody owns the stuff anymore. I'm just... words.
I give it a look to Kamal like, now you don't want to be in anything illegal? Like,
Just
didn't
trust
you
them.
set the vibe of the place?
I know.
She says, I'm just, requisitioning you to go pick up some old relics that don't belong to anybody. Yet.
But they're like lying on the floor. We need to.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they actually?
Probably.
In that city?
Yeah.
How far is it?
4 or 5 days ride. It's not far. Let me tell you, it'll be a hell of a lot quicker than trying to go through the system.
I don't know. We will see the specialist in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then they're gonna ask you to come back in another 2 weeks while they do more tests. They're gonna ask you to come back again while they do more tests. Because they don't send you to the paladin unless there's no other recourse. They're a last resort.
And what exactly do you need from there?
Well, anything valuable would be nice. But
Anything?
there is one thing that I would really like.
What's that?
And if you bring it back for me, I'll get you in to see the paladin within 2 or 3 days.
And what's that?
It's called a ring of transmutation. Some sort of like magic item that can turn lead into gold.
Ah, I see.
I mean, I have no problem adventuring, and if like it's like in the wilds or on wild territory and don't have problems. If it is knocking up of actual soldiers, I would say no, but this seems fine to me.
Well then. Sounds like we have a deal.
We have a conditional deal.
You
One
bring me
condition.
back that ring, I get you in to see the paladin.
You'll have the ring. I'll let you know this, though. If I find out you ever hurt anyone with the ring, use it, misuse it, anything, I will bring this tavern down around your ears. Do you understand?
Sure thing, shiny boy.
Shady boy.
Shiny boy.
Sure, Kamel. Let's go.
I mean, he's being dead serious.
I know.
So
let's
is she.
go.
I don't know if you wanted intimidation or not, or
No, it's okay.
okay. Because he means it. If he finds out that
Mm-hmm.
she's doing something harmful with it, he will
You did say use. I assume you mean misuse.
misuse. Yes. If she wants to use it to get rich, fine. The city could probably use more money.
I think this means less money.
No, not necessarily.
I'm now surprised that the bridge didn't have a toll.
Yeah, honestly.
Jamie didn't think of it.
There would have
So-
been that you would have had to pay something if you were coming into trade goods.
So, do we go outside?
Yeah, we go find our
Front?
friends.
No.
Pert will find us when he needs to find us, I guess. I kick your shins.
Oh, as you're leaving, she says, "Oh, and one more thing.
Uh-huh.
If I find out that you took that information that I so generously gave you and just decided to keep it for yourself, this tavern coming down will be the least of your problems."
I mean that doesn't make any sense because you were setting the means of the deal before we said yes or no, so that doesn't have any restriction on what can and cannot do. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm letting Fire go. I'm just letting him have his moment.
You are
Look
not
at-
the ones who set the terms here.
No, you did, and you did after you tell us the
Exactly.
thingy. Look, lady, I know you're shady, and I don't have a problem with that. But if we can pop your head in a jiffy, so chill. We can work together or not.
I wouldn't be threatening me in my own home, sir.
I wouldn't threaten me in your own home.
Kamel actually likes this side of Fire.
You guys can see like shifting from all of the tables, and there's people like, putting their hands to their belts, and there's some people who look like they're ready for a rumble.
Lady, don't get people killed.
All I'm saying is we went outside with good terms, and that was really unnecessary. Have a good day.
You as well.
I cast Fireball. No, I don't have it.
Fire turns into a ball. All right, do you guys leave?
I mean,
Yeah.
you do have Flaming Spear.
It's not that impressive, bro.
All right, you leave. All eyes on your backs as you do.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk out into the city, the sun is starting to set.
Let's go find our friends.
Yeah.
Get this
Who does she
over
think
with.
she is?
She thinks she's probably an underworld city person, criminal, head of a criminal organization, probably. They want money. If the rings of what it says they can just basically make money.
I mean, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. But my problem is, like, she transformed the thing in not a deal, in an order.
It's don't
Un-
even. She was trying to act tough.
I don't
Listen,
like this city.
No, I know. I don't like it either. Listen, here's what we'll do. We'll go in. We'll get this distasteful thing over with. We'll see the paladin, and then we'll let the paladin know about the criminal mastermind who might have a magic ring.
Yeah. Maybe we can find other things on that city.
Maybe we won't even use the paladin. Maybe there'll be a magic statue of werewolf curing. I don't know.
That will be very specific.
All right.
We go the next 15 minutes with Fire talking about what about a status for every time of cure, and you need a cure for pox, and a cure for the flu, and a cure for herpes, and a cure for...
Maybe.
Imagine how would look each one of those statues, and start describing them.
Okay. That's basically the conversation. Oh, yeah. Sure. Okay, Fire. Yep.
All right. You guys go back outside the city.
And we'll try to retrace our steps to where our friends were and go from there.
Yeah, the sun has set completely by the time you get back to the field. Your friends aren't there.
They probably found a place to stay. Can I try to find them?
Do you have survival?
Yes, actually, I think I do.
So he did leave a trail
Yep.
by dragging
She
a
did.
foot.
I also can maybe smell Zoe or Rizlin.
I would say make a survival check with advantage.
I forgot you were a werewolf for a moment there. I was like, I am now creeped out.
Yeah, I was ready to get offended there.
You do wear armor all the time. You smell.
Yeah.
Just like Gamail smells. He just smells like leather and cinnamon. Don't ask.
So you see a big gouge in the dirt that looks like it was like obviously left by somebody, and you're like, "Oh,
Okay.
that's probably them." And then you follow along the road, and you can't tell what was left for you and what was just like a cart's tracks.
Great. We're gonna work something out between us in the future, I think, for this.
Zoe was specifically being along the edge of the road. Maybe I forgot to say that.
Yeah.
Give me 5 minutes.
Are you gonna turn into a mole?
No, I'm literally casting locate animals or plants. Can I cast it on Zoe's owl?
It's not an animal.
It's not an animal.
Spirit.
Dang it. They don't have any animals or plants.
This is where in the
Does
future
animal
command-
have to refer to beast?
I
Oh, it's locate.
Yeah, beast or plant.
Okay. Well, sucks to be you then.
I'm gonna stop someone. Did you see an elf with a black cat with like tentacles on it anywhere around here?
Bird. No, wait. Zoe.
Oh, yeah, I definitely did.
Do you know where they are? Just out of curiosity, where are their friends?
I think they said they were going back to the inn.
Where would that be?
Just keep going down the road. And then you're gonna make your first left, and then it'll be on your left.
Left and on our left. Cheers.
Yep.
Nice stuff. The silver piece.
Cool. That was one of the fence builders.
Oh, okay.
Not that you guys would know that. So yeah, you make it to the inn. We'll just say that you guys like figure it out. that you
Okay.
meet up.
Find a table, sit around, and just sort of explain everything to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, this is realistically our best option. This city is mired in bureaucracy.
This city sucks.
I agree with Fire. Enough said.
So he makes an action of going to the wall, over to a window to see if the sky was falling.
No, that's an utterly fair reaction.
Sky's not falling. Hell must have frozen over instead.
No, but never mind.
That one's harder to check.
Hey, Jamie, can I talk to you in private for a second?
Sure.
God damn it.
Ruh-roh.
And
Nice.
then there was this lady that was very rude for no reason apparently, and
How rude.
everything smells, and everyone is rude, and everyone thinks they're tough, but they don't. And I miss you, Mama. Give you a
Oh, I
hug.
missed you too.
If it makes a difference to Kamal, Rizwan is not there. She's still in the room.
Oh, are we gonna do this now, are we?
That's up to you.
Is Zoe making a TJ?
I don't.
Oh my.
Oh,
Oh my!
I don't know how. Like, there's not really a situation here where that could happen.
They were the big body and turned full demon.
I thought Alma would have told you about his day.
Yeah. I will want to talk with that horse. So many rolls.
This is all kinds of mysterious.
Secrets in my D&D. Last night I had the game I'm running,
Mm-hmm.
and was really fun because I give them a house. So we spent the day like decorating and getting people like servants and stuff, and they got drunk and they kidnap a soldier.
Oh my.
The classic thing, like we need to go on the ferry the 7 in the morning, and this dude that was drinking with us, we can not leave it here, so we will take it with us. And he put it on the ferry while he was drunk sleeping.
Just as long as you didn't toss him overboard.
No, they gave them money and excuse and on the way back.
Well, hopefully he didn't toss himself overboard. On
And
the
it was
way
funny.
back.
It was funny because it was lucky. Oh, go getting drunk, and then the end of the session was Goofs and getting the house, and in the middle, the general of the army of the demons fighting against the gods, and they were in the middle, and then everything was fine.
Long secrets are long.
Yeah, long secrets. I saw your post of Snake Boy.
Yeah.
You need to make Emma.
I was gonna work on Mama last night, but something else came up.
How is Kitty doing?
It is doing good.
Kitty. My kitty, it's kind of angry that I'm working all day and I don't pay enough attention to her when I come home, so she's angry about it. And today that I'm being all day on the computer, she is being beside me, sleeping all day.
Aww.
And she normally doesn't ever sleep in my bed, but now she's kind of here.
It's her bed. Yeah, our kitty is. If you leave for 2 minutes, she'll think you abandoned her. Even when you're just in the next room. She will wait at the gate for you to come back.
And the gate is open?
No, the gate is closed.
Do you still have it in a cage? Sort of?
It's not like her area isn't really caged. It's like it's caged off, but it's like one corner of a 1/4 of a very large room. But she has the run of the entire room because that gate is open, but instead of a door, we have a gate between the living room and the kitchen. Because there was no door there, but we installed a gate, and then we installed another gate. It was like a a child-proof gate kind of thing, but it works good with cats. And then we put another one above that because she could jump over that one.
But why not let her go where she pleases?
Because the rest of the house is a mess, and she would knock things over, and things would fall on top of her, and then also downstairs is... We don't really want her to go downstairs, and there's no door to the downstairs, so she'd just be able to go downstairs, and...
Yeah.
Kitties.
Yeah, kitty.
So, Nibbles,
Hello.
tell me something.
Something specific or just something?
Something.
I don't know.
Tell me about your life.
How was your day?
Oh, had a lot of errands to run. My haircut, fill up the gas cans.
Your haircut filled up the gas cans?
No, those were separate events.
Okay,
Do it
sorry
again.
for the long wait.
That's okay.
Hi.
Hello.
But now
Zoe grabs a pen and paper, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Hands letter to.
And I look at Amalus and Zoe upstairs.
Okay.
No, they're Rizman upstairs.
Yeah.
Which room?
I point out the room.
Okay, cool. Back in a minute. Going upstairs.
Question.
Mhm.
How long has it been between when we first arrived at the inn and now?
Like 6 hours? Probably
Okay.
not that long, maybe 4 hours.
Yeah, she's still asleep then.
Okay.
Knock on the door.
Hold on a second. I have to get a prop for this.
Uh-oh.
What?
Open the door.
The door opens.
Is she naked?
No. No, in fact, she is... Her armor is not on, but she is still from ankles to wrists. She does not walk around with any part of her skin uncovered very often.
Come on.
What?
We're gonna go have some bad drinks.
I'm alright.
We're gonna go have some bad drinks. That's not a request.
She kind of actually looks at you.
I get it. I do. It sucks. But are you gonna let a 1,000-year-old spell that can't differentiate between intent and blood determine anything?
I just need some sleep.
Need a drink. Come on. He's not taking no
Wait,
for an
are
answer.
you trying to convince her to have a drinking problem?
And now,
She kind of gives a heavy sigh and goes and gets her boots.
And cats? Boots and cats.
Boots and cats and boots and cats.
oh my god.
And she'll follow you, I guess, downstairs.
All right. Plunk her down in a chair, go to the bar, get whatever bottle of booze they have, pay for it.
Are we drinking?
We are. I don't know about the rest of you.
Zoe's off by herself scrawling out a nice letter.
All right, so the night passes. Couple of you get a little tipsy.
I can cure myself of that because alcohol's a poison and I can heal poisons with lay on hands.
Yep.
Tipsy! Tappy
Zoe, tap, tap, tap.
Nibbles is furiously either typing chain me or I don't know which.
Oh, what is that?
Zoe, how many drafts do you go through before you're happy?
31.
Jesus.
I feel like there's a point of exhaustion with that. Like Zoe stayed up all night to make this thing perfect.
I think that that's fair.
So he also burns the other ones.
Okay. Camille, you notice that Rizwin's like pretending to drink but not actually drinking.
No, no, no. I see you. Drink. No moping, soldier.
She just shoots you a look and then drains the entire thing.
Better.
All right. So you spend the night drinking. Zoe spends it writing. You all go to bed at some ungodly hour.
Mm-hmm.
And
I heal our hangovers before I go to bed.
all right. You heal the hangovers before they even happen. And when you wake up the next morning, Zoe is fast asleep in the tavern. with a folded up letter under her hands.
I very gently prise it out of her hands and try to replace it with like his travel cloak or a spare cloak as a pillow.
Sure. I will say, given the importance of this, that Zoe would wake up when you take the letter.
Go rest. Go rest. Thank you.
She goes up to the bed, leaves the cloak. The cloak falls off her on her way.
Mm-hmm.
I pray to Selene and Char and tell them about how much this city sucks.
I would say at some point, probably like 4 in the morning, Rizwin gets to the point where she's just slept so much that there's not any more sleep that's going to be happening.
Yeah.
And she goes for a run. Maybe not specifically looking for a secluded area, but if she notices one, she might stop and do that thing and probably poke the bruise a little bit. In a metaphorical sense.
Knowing Rizwin, trying to find.
I just imagine Rizwin trying to run into the city and getting bounced back.
Is she pooping?
No. Very much from the opposite direction of the city.
Oh.
Sure. You pass some people. There's not very many people on the road at this time of morning, but people are starting to wake up and go to work.
Okay.
But there's not a lot of... Like, there's places you can be where there are fewer people, but it's still pretty open out here.
Okay. Yeah, so she probably runs for like 2 or 3 hours.
Sure. Pert spent the night in the city, I guess.
Guess so.
We will see what happened to Pert next week. I think I would like to see this play out today, though. So we're going to keep going a little bit. Yeah. Camille, you believe you have your way to see the paladin?
Yeah, try it again. Being a little more diplomatic this time, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we're going again?
Yep.
Why?
Trust me. Zoe did something. Trust me.
Okay.
Or if not trust me, trust her.
I trust both.
Okay.
All right. So the two of you walk back through the city gates, walk back into the Church of Pelor, and it's a different person who's waiting, like, to greet people this time.
Mm-hmm.
But as you two walk in, you see, like, the flash of recognition, like they've obviously heard about you.
I say, read this.
Hello.
Yes, sir. And this sort of, like, awkward, looks like, teenage human opens the letter and reads it. Do you give him the other thing?
I hand him the ring at the same time.
Okay. And his eyes go wide and says,
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Go talk
yes,
to your
sir.
superiors.
Right away. And he runs off.
What did you do?
Not what I did. It's what Zoe did, but I promised her I'd keep her secret, so don't ask any questions, please, okay?
Okay.
It's not mine to share.
It's fair.
And you see another acolyte walk very quickly out of the same room that young man walked into, and past you and out the door. And then he comes back and says, I'm so sorry. It's going to have to wait about an hour.
We can wait.
The paladin...
Is there a waiting room?
Sure, of course.
Oh my
Thank
god, a full hour? How can this be? Saying in the obviously jokey voice.
He doesn't seem to get the joke. He says, I'm sorry, but they're
Ignore him.
they're in surgery right now, so can't interrupt.
Do they need any help?
No. Our surgeons are the best in the nation.
Do they need any extra mundane help?
No.
Okay.
Please don't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble.
Come with me. And he takes you into the back, up some stairs, to the second floor.
Yeah,
And
a lot nicer than the lady that attended yesterday. Have a good room.
He's a druid.
no, thank you.
He's a druid. It's fine.
He does not take it. And he
I-
walks you past all
I
of
hate
these
it.
like offices,
Mm-hmm.
and then up another flight of stairs. And there's just like this one big fancy office, with a few chairs. He says, "You can wait here."
Right.
And he stands by the door. And you sit and wait.
Do you want one, Kamal?
Sure. I didn't have breakfast.
Give you one.
Emma just sort of looks like hands behind his back, just looking around the office, not touching anything, just being politely curious.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just how you would just poke around like a waiting room, looking at the knickknacks and things like that, right?
Yep. There is another door that probably leads into like the actual office, not just the waiting room.
Mm-hmm.
And after about an hour, you hear footsteps. Sounds like 3 or 4 sets.
Mm-hmm.
And into the office walks a older dwarven man who's wearing the church robes.
Mm-hmm.
And then walks in a man that looks remarkably like you, Camille.
Mm-hmm.
Very blonde hair, very light eyes. His hair is a little bit longer and tied in a ponytail. Very lithe and tall, but otherwise like
Like a less muscular version of me.
yeah.
Another shiny boy.
Yes. And you hear one person stop outside the door, and then a third person walks into the room. And they're human
Mm-hmm.
and have short, sort of silvery hair. And are just wearing like a nice plain white tunic and pants.
Mm-hmm.
And as they walk in, there's something about their gait that isn't right.
Mm-hmm.
And you I don't think it takes Camille long to realize that this person has like a false leg.
Okay.
You can hear sort of a wooden thump with every other step.
Right. Just a slightly heavier than normal footfall and
Yeah.
kind of stiff-legged.
Yeah. And the 3 of them walk into the room. The other shiny boy
Paladin.
stays. Nope, the man with the ponytail stays sort of back, like where the other acolyte is standing. But the dwarven man and who you assume is the paladin walk into the room to sit across from you.
Not
And
well.
and they say, I understand you've come here with urgent business.
Yes. I am a paladin from Karkamot working with a member of one of the families from Blackcaster.
Hello.
We're tracking down a cult. Children of Kiral. And in my process of doing that, we were involved in a confrontation down south that involved a army of undead. And also a werewolf that happened to bite me. And we can't finish our duty with this curse lingering over me. So I came to seek your help.
The dwarven man kind of like sputters a bit and says, this doesn't sound like official business from Blackcaster at all. And the paladin kind of puts their hand on his knee and says, it's fine. And they stand up and walk to you, Camille.
Mm-hmm.
And they put their hand on your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And make some gestures. Let me just make sure that there's no expensive spell components to remove curse.
There are no components.
It's verbal and somatic. Most cleric and paladin spells don't have material components unless it's resurrection.
They wave their hands, and you feel just this wave of light wash over you. And then it hits you all of a sudden that you can't smell anything.
He laughs. Wow, the city doesn't smell nearly as bad now. You have no idea.
You're very
Sorry,
lucky I had that spell prepared today.
Well, I
Is there
appreciate
anything
it.
else?
Yeah, you should be aware there's a criminal organization. They kind of want to get into the ruins of... Let's see what's again. Yeah, they're looking for a ring of transmutation. You might want to pass that information on to the appropriate guards. They tried to bribe us to get to you earlier. So you may also want to look into your own internal practices on that. I'm just saying.
The dwarf, as you're saying this, the dwarf is frowning and like making note of what you're saying. The paladin isn't.
That's fair.
They just sort of turn around and walk away.
Thank you, bye.
Also, help the common people more. They need it. I know stuff.
They turn back and look at you. Make an insight check. You're not entirely sure that they're like that the words are reaching them or that they're listening to you. They look back at you just almost as a reflex and seem to kind of look through you.
Like they're too full of themselves now, kind of thing. Like, sure, kid.
No.
Like something like magical trance?
Like they're extremely depressed.
Listen, if you ever need anything, let me know. If you need help, let me know.
We can do things.
If there's nothing else I can help you with, I have surgeries to return to.
I might not be as experienced as you, but if you need help with surgery, I can help. We'll take some of the load off for you today.
I don't think Camille is anywhere near strong enough to be able to assist with whatever he's required in surgery for.
Healing?
I think there's healing, and then there's magical healing that requires surgery.
I'm not saying all of a sudden Kama's becoming a magical neurosurgeon. He's becoming an ER nurse.
The paladin just shakes their head once and says, "You may go."
All right.
Caliph, if you need anything, okay, bye. Thank you. That boy need vacation.
Yeah. Let's go. Thank you. I asked for the ring back in the letter.
The aide will give you the ring back. But he asks if he may keep the letter for their records.
Does it have Zoe's last name in it?
Yes.
Under request of the treaty I have with Black Hester, I need to remove the name of the person who requested the meeting.
Make a persuasion check. He says, "Consider it done."
I'm going to watch him do it.
You watch him do it, and he strikes through the name again and again and again and again until it's just a big black bar.
Okay. So it's been significantly redacted.
Yep.
All right, fine. Let's go.
Hold on.
There's much else we can do here.
Camille, you feel eyes on the back of your neck as you walking away.
Whose eyes?
And the man who looks like you is watching you leave very intently.
I'll go up to him.
He will step out of the office so that you're not going back in after the paladin dismissed you.
What do you need?
Nothing.
Hello.
Hello.
What does he need? They need. What do they need?
You really want to help?
Of course.
Maybe you can help me. And he walks. He motions you to follow him and walk back down the stairs.
Okay.
And so you guys are basically, the three of you are just standing in the stairwell so that you're out of earshot, basically.
Mm-hmm.
He says, My apologies. First off, my name is Caffriel.
It's a pleasure.
Likewise. I'm a sort of artificer. I've been finding work in the city building, new limbs. Specifically, a new limb for the paladin. I think having their physical strength back would help a lot. Because right now they're just a healing spell dispensary.
What happened?
I don't know. Something happened up near Alcolara when they were trying to get into the city. It was before I was here.
What do you need?
I wouldn't ask if you didn't seem so keen on helping, or seem... He kind of like motions up and down your body, capable.
Yeah.
He's shiny.
He's very shiny.
Just roll my eyes at that and it's like, oh yeah.
I've heard rumors about a magical item that was lost in Alcolara.
Is it a ring of transmutation?
Yes.
Oh,
It would help me greatly in my ability to recreate limbs.
That's a worthy goal. I think my companions and I, who are outside the city, would greatly would help. This is gonna sound weird, and tell me about the spell that protects the city. I know it's a tangent, but do you know how it works?
Would he know how it works? He says, you know about the spell?
I point at fire. I point at myself. Obviously not human, right?
Right?
I let my eyes glow. Just for a second. Your paladin can't do that, right?
They cannot.
I'm not human either. Have you heard anything
I
about
see.
Karkamot? Rumors?
I'm from Karkamot originally.
Oh, Kamel El Kushiel.
Pleasure.
He's also a shiny boy, remember?
Oh, he's a... Oh, right.
He looks like you, as in he's probably Asimar.
Oh, okay. Then
He's
I just-
like your second cousin or something.
I didn't catch up on that, so I'm going to look at fire. Excuse me for 1 second. I switch over to Celestial.
What? And now that's rude.
No, I'm just making pleasant greetings, just to understand.
Yeah, you're just like exchanging greetings, basically.
Mhm. You know, may the Watcher bless you, and also you. Blah blah blah.
Mhm.
You know, whatever you need. I was in the Marines, so you know my word's good.
Can you get me that ring?
Consider it done.
Can I do an insight check on this guy?
Sure. You notice that when Kamel said his full name, he seemed to react to that a little bit.
Is he surprised or disgust or?
Yeah, maybe a little bit of surprise.
Probably shocked.
One of those faces of, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the general, what I intended was, like he wants to drink. Do I see any greed? I know what he's saying since the issues are, but
You get the sense that he really does want this ring to do his job better.
To help.
Yes. He does
Well-
seem like actually invested in helping this person.
hmm. Well, we have a mission. I still hate this city.
It's not like home. You're
It can be a lot to get used to.
Do you miss it at all?
Carcamont? I haven't been there since I was a child.
No.
I grew up in Lita.
Oh, okay.
I do kind of miss that place.
All right. Well, we'll be back in 5-6 days there. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Depending
2
how long it
weeks.
takes. Will we have any further troubles getting to see you?
Not if you ask for me.
What was his name again?
Caffriel. Yes?
CAPHREA.
Oh, sorry. Derp, 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 derp. Oops.
Oh, with an I.
Is it safe to label him an assistant to the paladin?
Companion.
Sure. He is a
Independent
person.
contractor.
Yes, independent contractor. That being said, he was in the paladin's like personal retinue, so obviously there's a fair amount of trust there.
There's definitely a strong level of trust.
Yeah.
I'll say associated.
Yes.
I say jokingly, but we cannot give him the ring because the lady said that if we don't give him the ring, bad boys will get us. Oh no.
Oh, you're being sarcastic. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I had never actually heard you be sarcastic before, Fire, so it's new and kind of disturbing.
This city is doing things to me. Can we go?
Apparently. Yeah.
He kind of
Also,
laughs and says, "You two are like an old married couple."
He goes green. Like the thought of that makes him nauseous.
I disguise myself to give me woman attributes.
No.
He's laughing his ass off.
Like old lady.
Do you look like Grammy?
But still fire.
Can I ask one more favor of you?
You
Just
can
to get a
ask.
letter to someone. It's a Vidalcan friend of ours. He's in the city. His family's here. Last name is whatever person's last name is. Can you potentially just get a message to his
Mouse?
family that we need to
Oh wait,
get a hold of?
the surgeon, Bellis?
Yes, I guess.
Yes,
He's
they're
not a surgeon.
medics.
He's more of a historian.
No, but I remember the family were medics.
Oh yeah, they were. I guess that's true.
I think Fire's the only one that would know that.
Well, if I'll just agree with Fire then.
Sure.
Okay, you've talked about more than I have.
So it's I can get a letter to. Oh Jesus Christ! What was his name?
That's a long name.
Velt. Or I guess he would probably say Surgeon Bellis.
And we're staying at the inn outside of the town. Just we
Alright.
were talking about we were talking about the magic as well. We completely lost that train of thought though. So I don't know if you want to revisit it at all.
Oh, the magic of the.
Do you have any?
No, it's okay. The conversation went somewhere else, so unless Camille's going to bring it up again.
I think he might just he's just kind of frazzled being a countryman and being cured and all that. He just turns around one time. Oh right, I'm sorry. The walls.
Do you have any info on the ring besides is in the ruins of the city? Like,
I don't. I'm not from here. I've just heard rumors about it.
We get it.
do you know someone that might know more about it. Because we can search, but if that city is like this city, finding a ring would take a while.
It's ruins fire. It's not a city anymore.
But you get my point.
You can try the public archives.
Blech.
Last thing, the walls. Can't trust your discretion.
Of course.
We might have some companions that have a hard time getting past the walls. Their intentions are as noble as mine, but apparently the walls don't really acknowledge intent. They just acknowledge bloodlines.
He nods. Yes, I understand that that's how it works.
Is there any way around it?
Not that I know of.
Understood. Thank you for your time.
Good luck.
You too.
Let's go, honey. And I give you my arm.
Roll for damage because he's gonna punch you so hard.
With your previous 19 fire, I'll give you that when Camille said like that he has friends who can't get through the wall, and that it measured bloodlines, not intent. You get the sense that he may have had a similar experience.
Like, yeah, I know the feeling.
Like, yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm starting to wonder if I could have Zoe Missy step through it.
My arm is waiting.
Come on, grandmother, let's go.
Thank you, my boy.
All right,
He's
this
in a
got
good
weird
mood.
now.
He's in a good mood.
It's a very good mood.
He's cured. He met a countryman, and he has a direction. He's in a great mood.
He's on a high.
He might actually be high.
That Camille finished all, or I thought Fire finished all that.
Nah, it's the mushrooms.
No one else saw this picture.
All right. And with that, I think we're gonna call it. As Fire and Camille walk arm in arm out of the temple.
I think Camille genuinely laughs at one point.
Yeah.
He's feeling very good.
So good that we level up?
Not yet.
God damn it!
I'll tell
no
you
longer
this. I'll tell you this now. I was going to have you level up after you got the ring, or after you got the thing that would give you the favor, and then be like, "Hey, now Zoe has to choose if she takes that spell or something else."
That
Like Revivify.
Except I would have been able to take Revivify and drop the spell I currently have and take Remove Curse.
Damn, you foiled my plan. You foiled my plan twice over.
Oh yeah.
That was really good, Ty.
Using your
very
backstory
smart.
to that was brilliant.
That was very good.
That is well.
You
rewarded
done
backstory
surprised
and
me
gameplay.
very good.
Did I get inspiration?
Yes.
I missed Kai doing something awesome? Damn.
Yeah.
Yes, Ty, you get inspiration for that.
Alright.
Wait, we get inspiration in this?
You do something awesome, yeah.
I think he goofed all the Chinese plans, so he decided.
No, I didn't. The thing is, I didn't really have a plan. I knew how you weren't gonna get to it.
Which was through the criminals.
No, you could have gotten.
No, just
that,
trying to
that
pass
would-
your way
yeah.
through using.
Yeah, just being like, hey, I need to see this person. Like I said, it's a city of 1 million people with one magical healer.
Yeah.
they have like every spell slot they are going to use is mapped out weeks in advance.
That's a miserable life.
Yeah.
It took all of my power to keep player and character knowledge separated and not yell at you to just bribe them. That's why I asked if you were lawful.
I thought about it, but fire wouldn't.
Really, they need to make a friend with a warlock. Warlocks have a lot more spells they can use if they can take an hour break between each other.
You know, we are almost all healers. We could set a private clinic and
Oh my
become
God.
rich.
You guys get so fucking rich doing that.
How did your gay man? We started a clinic.
Almost a vet.
Yep.
I've
Kurt
heard
would
of
have
that
a mental
before, where like
breakdown.
In
where
my-
a group broke
In my other
up
game
and they
with BC, Tom Dyke, Shamanic,
Mhm.
and BC's fiance, we have a bar. We own a bar.
Yeah, I feel like that's normally how it ends. Like you get a bar or a tavern or
We're
something.
level 3 and we own a bar.
Jesus.
A crowbar?
No, a wet bar.
That was impressive.
It has a poltergeist bartender.
That's cool.
Neat.
So yeah, sorry that there were some more people who got action than others.
It happens, and you know, if David didn't have to go cover for
Yeah,
person, they would have been here too. But
we will resolve what happened there.
yeah, I feel like Pert gets an extended interlude.
Yeah, the other way you could have gotten the favor, it still would have taken a lot of time, would have been through Pert's family.
Mhm.
So it was a little... It just kind of cut that avenue off for you guys, him not being here. But that's okay. So did anybody figure out the secret connection
Which connection?
Between
with the book?
Is it our other characters? No.
No. Riamon?
that name sounds a lot. Isn't the god and the statue?
The three statues were Foltus, god of light and law, Pelor, god of sun and healing, and Riamon, who would have been god of magic.
Mm.
I even have that written down. I am disappointed in myself.
She even sent me a pretty nice backstory on the three of them.
I did. But Pert's not there, so you don't get to hear it.
Oh.
I feel like while people were in town, Zoe went back to read the book and kind of like kept falling asleep halfway through reading it.
I'm just wondering what's going to happen with the criminal organization and us reneging on our
Things.
Things.
I
Things
am
that
been
Jamie...
fought.
Sure, nothing will come of that.
I'm sure it would have been fine if you weren't going to also go get that ring for Shiny Boy.
No, we're
Yeah, if
totally
you just
trained
left the
criminals.
city and never came back, it would have been fine, but...
That's alright, we can take it.
Which, on a side note, is Zoe's current desire.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
Kamiel made a promise. Sorry.
And you know, that lady didn't
Oh, me
look that.
Shiny Boy.
That lady didn't look that tough. Like what? A couple of ruffians? Meh.
No, probably a very big underground criminal network, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I know, but Fire is thinking no big deal.
Just the whole mafia will be alright.
Who knows? Maybe that'll be the next arc. Next mini arc. We take down the criminal underworld of the city.
Could be.
It will be awful because we'll be just 3 of us and 2 outside always.
Let's really figure out a way to get them inside. I'm thinking a catapult.
Maybe we can just fly over
I see
the
it
wall.
being a dome.
Well, take flight next
But then
level.
you get to slide down the top.
Look, I think if there is a way that we could feasibly make them pass through, the spell is not longer a protection and it's just an annoyance, and the city would not have it.
I mean, Melis could pass through. Melis just didn't like the place.
Mm-hmm.
I do now wonder what would happen if Zoe tried Misty Step, like get as far as she could, and then Misty Steps in further.
Then you're
Of
stuck
course,
in
it
the wall
also
forever.
might end up with Zoe like ow, 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 and just like fly, like gets flung back, catapulted out.
I guess it depends if Missy Step imparts momentum.
I think generally it doesn't, because sometimes people will use it to not die when they fall.
We're not allowing speedrun glitches in D&D.
This isn't Portals.
It does not state any information on the spell.
Yeah, it's usually
It's a
just
teleport.
overruling.
I am looking forward to using it to charge an enemy Misty Step behind them and attack them.
I want to level up.
We have to get some
Yeah.
combat, I think, for that.
We are not using a combat-based system.
You are not using a combat-based system.
Yeah, it's true.
I want to make zombies.
I want to level up so I can tell Melis to attack and attack myself in the same turn.
Oh my god. You know the worst part about this session is that I have to keep remembering how to spell bureaucracy.
I had to look it up too.
That's
Hey.
literally the title for this session is bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy, brackets, it sucks. Close bracket.
But you
I
repeat
thought it
yourself.
was capitalism 2.0.
Yeah.
I thought it was cheat codes screw up Jamie's plans.
We didn't cheat code.
No, like I said, I didn't have any plans for how you were going to do it. There was actually, if you had run into Caffriel before, he could have gotten you in. And
Do you have any? Just you don't need to tell us which
Mhm.
one, but do you have any plans? If we will said like, screw this, you are a werewolf forever now. Okay, we will deal with it later. What's
Yeah,
next?
oh, yeah.
What's next
yeah.
on the list?
Camille
you
would have
guys-
probably left.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I said that that wasn't the only way to cure the lycanthropy.
No.
But yeah, you guys could have just gone somewhere else and that would have been cool.
That's the whole point of D&D,
Yeah,
is it's active storytelling.
I may have known of another way to get this done and completely ignored it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Shane and I discussed another way of doing it at some point, but we decided that we didn't want to go that route.
We did? I know what Ty's talking about.
Multiclassing.
Oh! Gotcha. Like I said, you can multi-class, but it'll cost you in a narrative sense.
Mm-hmm. It has to make sense narratively.
Yep.
And my patron does not like it if I multi-class.
Depends if your patron's actually a god or just a celestial being.
I've been told if I multi-class, I lose my.
I'm pretty sure what I
ability
said
to
was that
future
if you
levels.
multi-class too much.
Yeah, the too much. I just heard if you multi-class, you're not able to get more levels in the future.
Don't neglect your patron. That's all I'll say.
Reward.
Sends me confusing messages. Or she, or it. I don't think there's an established. It's very established. I just get feelings. And dreams.
All right. Secrets abound.
Hmm.
Where's your dinner calling?
Desire to know more intensified.
I am very tired and hungry, and I'm going to go.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good night.
Well,
I will see you all next week.
Next
Hopefully.
week.
Woo!
Thank you for the
it's
game.
me and Fanid that both might not be available, right?
I'll be around.
Oh, okay. Who was the other one that said they might not be back?
I, at the very least, will be able to listen. I'm unsure of the internet where we will be, so I might not be able to.
Oh, right. Next
make
week might be
rolls.
board games.
Yeah, because I'm going to Ontario for the internment on Saturday, and I don't know whether we'll be back on Sunday, or if we'll be still there on Sunday, or if we'll be traveling all day Sunday.
Sure.
Okay.
Because it's like an 8+ hour drive, as far as I'm aware.
Yep.
Yeah, I will know on Saturday night what my
Okay.
situation is, so I can let you know in Discord.
Yep, that's fine.
I'll hopefully know by Thursday at the latest, but Saturday, definitely.
Okay.
I'll miss you.
Thank you very much, Fire. Quack.
They're the same. They're the same.
No.
Yes.
A little bit.
Anyway, Jamie, go get some sleep.
All right.
Catch you later.
I'm gonna go
Bye.
do that
Bye.
also.
Yeah, food and sleep sound good.
Yep.
Bye.
Now, too.
Good
Bye.
night.